feeling great. It's a beautiful day, and I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. Today, it's kale chip time.
Hooray! It's kale chip time. I need a little snack. I'm a little hungry. I'm like, Hank, can you make me a snack?
Time for some kale chips. Now, I have been perfecting this technique over the last 2 years, and I'll tell you one of the best ways to do it first is fresh kale. And there's nothing fresher than garden fresh kale. Now, I'll tell you that the kale does grow really well around here. That's why we've planted so many. It just keeps on giving and giving and giving. The more you cut, the more it brings, and it doesn't get any fresher than this. So, time to go in here, cut off some big leaves. Yeah, and I'm saying if you don't have a garden, you can just go to your local produce section at the grocery store, and let's hope they got some kale for you. Always try and go with the organic. All right, so I'm just gonna take the bigger leaves off. So once I take the bigger leaves off, the smaller leaves will grow here from the middle. As you can see, there's the bigger ones on the outside, and all these smaller ones in the middle. So, and it really is kind of neat how that the more you cut off of the kale plant, the faster it grows. So.
Hey, show us where you're cutting that. Where you cutting that there?
Well, you just want to really take a look for the big ones on the outsides. Now, another part of the secret to my success, the secret to this whole operation is fresh dill, or you can just once again get dill from the herb section, possibly at the grocery store. But it really does grow well up here. So here I'm just gonna take off some delicious dill. Grows very well around here. It's a really good topper for the kale chips. All right, that should probably do it. Right there, you guys can smell that. That's dill-rific. All right, so let's hop in the kitchen now and let's get these kale chips on the go. All right, so we're back in the kitchen, and we want to keep these kale chips as simple, quick, and easy as possible. So we only have minimal toppings. We have my favorite, a Cajun spice, salt. Now, I would highly recommend a Himalayan pink salt. It does have a lot more value and beneficial to your health, as well as some extra virgin olive oil. And if you don't have a Himalayan salt, I have been known to use the garlic salt. It tastes very well. Now, as you can see, we have our kale chips, our kale leaves already on the pan here. I like to go from front to back on the front. So I'll just put a couple more in here. Now, you can space these out a little bit better, but you know, I like to get as many kale chips as I can, because let's face it, more kale chips is, well, more kale chips. So we're definitely gonna wanna get that. We have our fresh dill right here. I'm just gonna sit here and quickly chop that up a little bit. All right, now, I get my Yale spoon. I find that the olive oil, it's fantastic, but you never really want to put too much. It's very high in fat. It's a little, you know, you never really want to have too much. So I find it comes out really fast out of the end here, so I like to put some in my Yale spoon here first and just lightly coat.
What kind of spoon do you call it, H?
Yale spoon.
Yale. I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Soup spoon?
Oh, it's like we're playing Pilgrims again, you know?
Yale. Yodeling with my yodeling. All right, so lightly drizzle. Make sure you want to, I try and put this on first, because when you add the salt and the spices and your seasonings, you're gonna want them to stick to the leaves. So just let me make sure.
Notice how it's a nice thin little layer.
Nice thin little layer. Never want too much, just enough to give it that nice, you know, chippy, greasy experience that I know we're all looking for when it comes to kale chips. Let's face it. Now I haven't. Actually, no, I'm gonna save that for after they're done, actually. So now, we're gonna keep the salt here. Again, you're not gonna wanna put too much salt on there. Just a light coating, all right? Now my favorite, now you can use any kind of spice you want. Play around with it, find your favorite. For me right now, I'm kind of on a Cajun spice craze. So I'm just gonna put that on there. I mean, really, you can just put the garlic salt. You can put really whatever kind of spices you like. It's this is your brand of kale chip, really. So boom, got my Cajun on there. The dill is just always a winner, so lightly put that on there. Bickety blam.
Hey, you doing a nice job there, buddy.
Fantastic. Boom, these are ready for the oven. So I got the oven preset to about 350. I'm gonna keep these in for roughly, I think, about 10 to 12 minutes. But it could be different depending on your stove. So get those in there. Let's let the magic happen. So I know it said that kale chips range between 10 and 12 minutes to take, but just like a snowflake, kale chips, they're always different. You're never gonna get the exact one, so you're gonna wanna keep an eye onto it and really kind of see it by eye, and that's how you are really gonna tell when they are perfect. So we're about, I think, 6 minutes in. I just wanna take a look here, make sure everything's okay. Yeah, I can hear the sizzle, I can hear the popping. Got a lot of action going on.
Little steam on the lens there.
Really starting to dry out the tips. Maybe another couple minutes, they'll be ready to go. All right, these are done. These are good to go. Sew it off. Now, these took a little bit longer than 12 minutes, but then again, I like my kale chips a little crispy, a little bit of a crunch value to them, so boom, there they are. Now, if your guests are over, you know, you just want to take a couple off, put them on a plate, send them on their way.
Notice the crispiness.
Big. Here you go. Here's your lovely plate of garden fresh kale chips. All right, so should we do a taste test? I'm doing this one right here. Boom. Now, a lot of people like to eat, you know, around the chip, leaving the stem, but
no, you know, you do a little bite, you know, real tasty, you know, a little dainty. Not the way LT does it, baby.
Let's get in here and get a
jam it, filled it. Hey, cameraman, come and get it. Come get in on some of this.
Chris, you gotta have a try. You gotta get it right here. This one right here. That one. Alright.
How does Chris?
Give it the half full. You know?
Half full, let's do that. Oh yeah. I'm working over my mouth right now.
Yeah? You can taste the salt, you can taste the Cajun, you can taste the oil, it all cooked in.
Oh, so how about the dill? How about the dill?
The dill place. Dill is by easily the best and my favorite part. It's a little messy because it's so crunchy, but it's so delicious. Guys, there you have it. The best kale chips on the planet. If you have guests over and they are remotely into healthy food, they're gonna love these kale chips. I know every time I have friends over, I'm like, guys, check it out. It's delicious, so let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. Keep the freshness alive. So it's kale for life. Fruits and veggies for the win.